Hello everyone, welcome to this presentation on Weaver Bird written by Kofi Auner. This poem is a strong allegory of colonialism and its impact on African culture, identity and spirituality. And in this video, I am going to elaborately discuss the biography of the poet and a deep analysis of the poem. Come on, let's get started. Kofi Auner was born on March 13, 1935 in Vita in the Gold Coast, which is now known as Ghana. He completed his undergraduate studies at the University of Ghana in 1960. Later, he pursued higher education in England and the United States, earning his MA from the University of London and PhD from Sunny Stone Brook. His academic background strongly influenced his literary and political vision. He had a distinguished career as an academic, editor, diplomat, and cultural activist. He taught at major universities in Ghana and the United States and served as the chairman of cooperative literature at his own college, where he was an alma mater. He also played a key role in Ghana's cultural institutions and later represented Ghana as ambassador to Brazil, Cuba, and the United Nations. About his literary works, Auner is best known for blending African oral tradition and vernacular rhythms with modern poetic forms. His major poetry collection includes Rediscovery and Other Poems, Night of My Blood, and Ride Me Memory. His writing consistently reflects themes of colonial trauma, memory, exile, and cultural loss. Apart from poetry, Auner also wrote novels and critical nonfiction. His novel This Earth, My Brother, and works like The Breast of the Earth critically examine Africa's historical and cultural condition under colonialism. These works establish him as a major post-colonial African voice. He was tragically died on September 21st, 2013 during a terrorist attack at the Westgate Mall in Nairobi, Kenya. His death marked a great loss to African literature and global post-colonial studies. And the major themes in this poem as well as in general of his work and the Weaver Bird engages with themes like Christianity, exile, death, African identity, displacement, history, spirituality and environmental imagery. At its core, the poem critiques the cultural and spiritual consequences of European colonial intervention. Coming to the poem, let's see the poem. It's a very beautiful poem, The Weaver Bird. The weaver bird built in our house and laid its egg on our only tree. We did not want to send it away. We watched the building of the nest and supervised the egg laying, and the weaver returned in the guise of the owner, preaching salvation to us that owned the house. They say it came from the west, where the storms at sea had felled the gulls, and the fishers dried their nets by lantern light. Its sermon is the divination of ourselves and our new horizon limit at its nest. But we cannot join the prayers and answers of the communicants. We look for new homes every day. For new altars we strive to rebuild the old shrine defiled by the weaver's excrement. So it's a very touching poem. And the historical context of this poem was written during the mid of 20th century, a period when Africa nations were gaining independence. Ghana became independent in 1957 and Auner uses the poem to reflect on the lingering effects of colonial rule even after political freedom. So we will go for line by line analysis. The opening lines introduces the weaver bird invading the speaker's space. The community's passive acceptance symbolizes how colonialism was initially welcomed or tolerated, often seen as harmless or beneficial. The bird claiming ownership of the house represents how colonizers asserted authority over African lands. Preaching salvation highlights the imposition of Christian belief, which displaced indigenous spiritual systems. The imagery of storms and fallen gulls suggests violence and disruption. Although colonialism introduces a new horizon, it remains restricted and controlled by colonial interests. The speaker's inability to join the prayers show resistance to imposed religion. Rebuilding old shrines signifies an effort to reclaim African traditions, while the bird's excrement symbolizes the corrupting legacy of colonialism. The weaver bird serves as a central metaphor for colonial domination. The poem exposes the tension between foreign ideology and indigenous belief system, highlighting cultural erosion and resistance. This is how this poem can be poetically analyzed. Overall, the weaver bird is both a critique of colonialism and a call for cultural self-recovery. It emphasizes the importance of reclaiming African identity, history, and spiritual autonomy. Thank you for listening. Let's meet in another wonderful video. Thank you once again.